I am Will Miller here with Kim Rankin for BamaCentral's instant analysis from the Hoover Met, a disappointing trip to the SEC tournament for 7th-seeded Alabama as they lose today to 10th-seeded South Carolina by a final score of 10-5. Last 3 seasons in a row, they've won 2 games in Hoover, put themselves in a good position. They weren't quite able to extend the stay this year. Kim, what are some of your takeaways from the game?
Yeah, I think the main issue we see is pitching. I mean, Greg Ferrone started on the mound for the Crimson Tide, and if for anyone who didn't watch the series, he pitched 106 pitches on Thursday's series opener against Auburn, so he was on very short rest. So he struggled a little bit, not too bad. They couldn't Aiden Mose out of the bullpen, and Alton Davis and Braylon Myers and Matthew Heiberger. Heiberger and Braylon did pretty well, but it was really just that duo of Aiden Mose and Alton Davis didn't have their best stuff today, and really just let South Carolina get away from them. I mean, Alabama went up 3-0. Kept that lead for a while until a grand slam by South Carolina. Alabama got us close within 1 after that, and then they just couldn't catch up after that. And South Carolina's bats were hot. They were coming into the SEC tournament on a 6-game losing streak. Didn't really look, their sharpest towards the end of the season. Very similar to Alabama, but found a way to get it done today.
That's true, and sometimes we've said this a lot about postseason baseball. It's about playing your best at the right time. And obviously, it's a long tournament, both in the conference tournament and whatever comes next, whether it be an NCAA regional or beyond. You've got to get hot at the right time. Alabama's kind of failed to do that, dropping a series against Auburn, which did not qualify for this tournament and was at the bottom of the league standings. Another multi-RBI game for William Amater, who continues his hot streak at the plate, a 10-game hitting streak for him. And for a senior whose career could be over today if Alabama is not selected for the NCAA tournament, what a way to go out, which brings me to my next point. Kim, what do you think about this team's chances to get selected to a regional?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Alabama was one of the 5 SEC teams that kind of had a 13-17 record. I think you can still get in, and with Alabama's RPI and strength of schedule, I really think they're going to be one of the couple of 13 and 17 SEC programs to get in. I don't think they're going to be one of the last 4. I think they'll squeak in a bid somewhere. I'm not sure where. I know they were projected heading into this tournament as the 3 seed according to D1 Baseball in the Norman Regional. But I think they've done enough. I mean, they're the only SEC team who have played all 4 of the top SEC teams in Arkansas, Texas A&M, Kentucky, and Tennessee, and they won at least one game in 3 of those 4 series.
Two of them they won the series.
2 of them they won the series. And they checked the series finale against A&M, and they got swept to Kentucky. But they're the only ones who have played the toughest teams. They have a massively hard schedule. I think they've done enough to get in, but they really needed just one win in Hoover to kind of not be waiting on the outside looking in and kind of waiting for someone else to decide their fate. So it's really, really hard pill to swallow here, going 1 and done in Hoover, although I think it's pretty confident they'll get in, especially with the other, 5, 13, and 17 teams. I think a lot of them are going to be knocked out before Alabama, but just a hard thing to kind of wait and have kind of the rest of your season held in someone else's hands rather than cementing kind of your place in the regional after one game.
Sometimes the wait is the hardest part. Selection show 11 a.m. Central Time on May 27th. This loss almost assuredly knocked Alabama off the number 2 line in any case, whether they end up on the West Coast or closer to home in the Carolinas, as some people had it projected over the last number of weeks. But regardless, as I said, time will tell, and that's where this season sits in Rob Vaughn's first year. A lot of success this season, and maybe more yet to be had. But thank you so much for watching BamaCentral's Instant Analysis.